Hi everyone, greetings from National Skills Network. This is Madhuri, and today we are going to talk to Dr. Abhilasha Gaur, who's the COO and officiating CEO of Electronics Sector Skill Council of India. And electronics being an industry sector which is kind of all pervasive, I would say, because it touches upon many aspects of our life, right from small chips, sensors, to maybe, high-end technologies as well. So let's learn more about the industry itself and the scope for skill development and how the Sector Skill Council plans to take up the new job roles and the coming challenges that are going to shape the electronics industry in India. So welcome to this talk, Dr. Abhilasha. Let me get started by asking you about some of the recent initiatives that you have taken up from the Electronic Sector Skill Council.
Thank you so much, Madhuri. I'm really happy to connect with you. And if we talk about electronics, as you rightly pointed out, that it is pervasive. I normally tell also people that in a human span, what we do, I mean, we say that we eat, sleep, and we repeat. But I said just add one more thing with it, that is eat with electronics, because while eating, either you're watching a TV or your AC is on, or maybe you are looking on your mobile phone. We sleep with electronics because one of the electronic devices is working to make us sleep in a healthy manner, and then we keep on repeating it. So in a human span, since the time somebody gets up until the time goes off to sleep, one or the more electronic equipment is being connected to the complete lifespan. So it means that we are being in electronics industry and skilling for that, it means we are affecting billions and billions of life every second. And when you're talking about Electronic Sector Skill Council, what are our recent initiatives? First of all, I would like to tell you that in December 2022, we completed 10 years. We started in December 2012, and around 17.5 lakh candidates have already been trained and certified in various job roles. And the trainings has happened and covered almost 522 districts. It means our operations are, it's not only in the urban areas, but tier 2, tier 3, even in the rural areas also. And when I talk about the revamping of the qualification, which is being, after this new national credit framework, which is going to be launched very soon. So what we have done is, earlier we used to have some 152 qualifications, but now what we have done is we have revamped the complete qualifications. And now, as on date, we have 88 qualifications. And in these 88, 30 are new. 56 have been revised, and around 5 have been rationalized as per the current industry requirement. I think because that is very, very important that we keep on updating these qualifications. Yeah. Also, earlier, if we'll see in the skill ecosystem, the focus was mainly on level 3 and level 4 job roles. But now, being an inclusive role, what our SSC plays, and with the new education policy being there, where we want to integrate skilling with the regular education. So we have got around 29 qualifications for level 5. For level 6, we have got around 5. And even for level 7 also, we have added 3. So our main focus, what we'll be doing in the 2023 and later years also, one is we keep on revising as per the industry requirement, and we keep on adding at the different qualifications at different levels which are being required, and we are able to fulfill the requirements for the NEP also.
Yeah, so I think this is exactly what it means to be demand driven, because the industry demands keep changing and you are able to map and meet the requirements of the demands. I was just looking at the website, Dr. Abhilasha, and it is so interesting to see the kind of job roles, all the 88 qualification packs that are mentioned here. It goes into servicing and also manufacturing, like the ESDM, and then the repairing part of it. There are so many gadget repairs, including home appliances to mobile phones to big, technical things. So how do you put all these subsectors together? Isn't it too many things to handle? In terms of coordinating with many subsectors of different industries. So what kind of partnerships do you, establish to make this happen? Must be quite challenging, actually.
Yes, definitely it is. But the main aim why SSCs were being made was that we can be a connect between the academy and the industry.
Yeah.
And for what we have done is to ease out our operations and so that we don't miss out anything as it's quite a large sector. We have divided the complete sector into 9 subsectors. So
Okay.
consumer electronics and IT hardware is one sector. Then we have industrial automation, PCB design and manufacturing. Then we have security surveillance. Then we have EMS. Then we have e-mobility where EVs, drones are being part of it. Then communication and broadcasting and semiconductor and components, which is the buzzword for these days. And we already have around 16 qualifications in semiconductor and components. And I think it's a all round, a mix of manufacturing as well as service has to be taken care being into the skill ecosystem because that is what we have been made for. So that is how these 88 qualifications have been made under these 9 subsectors. And we are in the coming years we are looking to add one more sector that is wearable and hearable. So we have just completed our skill gap study also because these days we say that wearable hearables, even government is coming up with a PLI for this particular sector. So this is one of the growing sector. And even maybe in later we need to divide after COVID, if we see a medical electronics or strategic electronics can be another sector which we might add in the coming years. As far as the industry partnerships are concerned, so in last around 1.5 year we have put a lot of focus on our tie-ups with the industry. Like with the Samsung India, we are doing 2 projects. One is Samsung Dost, which is digital and offline skilling, and under this project we are training around 200 candidates across India in around 40 plus centers. So this training is a in-store demonstrator training for around a month, and once a student completes this training he goes for internship for 5 months, and this is a paid internship in which he gets around 10,000 rupees per month. And already 1,600 students have already been trained and who are undergoing the internship across India. Another project is the Samsung Innovation Campus. Samsung Innovation Campus is running in 33 countries. And India, it has been launched recently where ESSCI is the execution partner. And this is basically to create industry relevant skills and job opportunities for our youth in future technologies like artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, big data, coding and programming. And in the pilot phase, we'll be training around 3,000 candidates in these technologies, where 750 in big data, 500 in IoT, again in AI 750, and 1,000 students in coding and programming. These programs have been launched in Delhi, UP, Karnataka, Odisha, Chhattisgarh, Andhra Pradesh, and Telangana in the initial phase. And we have tied up with the government universities and colleges for running this program. And around 1,200 candidates have already been enrolled in these programs. So in these programs, what will happen? The students will undergo the classroom as well as online training, and they'll complete their hands-on capstone project also in this. So if I talk about, let's say for artificial intelligence, so it's more of a upskilling kind of a program where students undergo 270 hours of theory training and they complete 80 hours of project. So same way for coding and programming, which is for the initial level, around 80 hours of training and then 4 days of hackathon. So that is how these programs have been, we have initiated with Samsung.
Yeah, and that's really nice to hear from a brand like Samsung, and it's definitely going to make it very aspirational also for the youth to, enroll into these programs. And you just earlier mentioned about the higher level qualification packs at the NSQF level 5, 6, 7, which is actually, as you very rightly said, not very common among many industries. But here, I think, since we also study from NSN, we keep track of the trends. This is one of the industries where you can set, new benchmarks, new standards, and also show how skilling can be aspirational. So in that context, maybe it would be nice to hear from you about how your academia interface happens, what kind of interactions you have with the academic community. Let's say, is somebody offering a BWOC course in electronics or any such degree course in with electronics or subsectors of electronics? Maybe you can share few details about this.
Definitely. See, when we are talking about the higher level job roles, so the job roles like we have embedded full stack IoT analyst or we have VLSI design engineers, IoT hardware engineers, then embedded product design engineers, and also the job roles which are there in semiconductor and components, where we require people with BE or BTech degree. So like IC packages are there, SAW simulation is there. Now India is planning that we should get our first fab. So being into skilling ecosystem, it is our responsibility also that when the country is advising something, and when we study the occupation map and we do the skill gap studies, so when we know in the coming let's say 2 to 3 years what kind of jobs which will be coming, so we start preparing the courses, and then we start training those manpower, so that when the industry starts, we already have the skilled manpower to cater to the needs for the industry. And in this case, what we are doing is, one is these upskilling kind of programs for our engineers, and second is with the academic institutions also. We have started tying up with BWork programs, like with Pimpri Chinchwad colleges in Pune, who, I mean, they're running a batch with us, where the students are undergoing their internship in the industry also. And I think these embedded programs where a student gets to know what is happening in the industry, and he's not only learning in the classroom, but it's a, you can say, a blended kind of learning which is happening. And they're better prepared actually once they complete these courses. So what we are doing is, we are going to several colleges, like we have tied up with SRM University also, where they have taken few of our these level 5, level 6 job roles, and they have put in there, I mean, after getting approval from their academic council and board of studies, so they are providing this as one of the optional course at the time of specialization also to the students. Also, one more thing I would like to mention, that AICT has a scheme called Karma, and under Karma scheme, the students who are undergoing their BTech degree, in case they want to, I mean, they have got this 6 months of internship program. So in case they want to do one of the skilling course, so AICT allows them. So, and they get the same credit what they'll be getting in case they complete the internship program. So these added certification, let it be in drones or EVs or mechatronics or IoT embedded systems, I think these are the value added things which can be given to students.
Yeah, and you just mentioned about getting credits. I think with the National Credit Framework also getting implemented soon, perhaps, maybe things will change.
Yes, yes.
And these things will add more value, I'm sure, to every student if they undergo a short skilling program in any of the subsectors of electronics. You were mentioning about internships, but as a sector skill council, are you also looking into, apprenticeship promotion among the industry partners? How has been the response so far?
Yes, yes. I think first of all, I'd like to say that the day when National Credit Framework will be launched, it will be a landmark day for the complete education fraternity. Yes,
Yeah.
and what you are talking about for NAPS. For NAPS is like last year we closed around 35,000 candidates whom we placed in various electronic system design manufacturing companies. And this year till quarter 2, around 26,000 candidates have already been enrolled, and we look forward that we'll be able to get around 15, 16 more thousand people by the time we'll complete this quarter 4 also. So and the few changes which have been done in NAPS, like earlier it was there for 3-year courses, now the short-term duration courses for 6 months, 9 months, the duration is there, I mean, for 12 months also. Few, with in case the industry requires, then we take approval from MSD for a 2-year program also. So I think, yes, I mean, some kind of counseling and regular interaction is what is required with the industries, because sometimes industries feel that they should not, I mean, the process is not complicated, they should not spend a lot of time. So we speak to them, and we make them understand that how this can be eased out. And now I think NAPS 2.0 will be launched soon. The talks are going on, and the direct benefit transfer will come for the establishments in the next phase. Already pilot phase is going on. So I think a lot of new changes what is happening in the skill ecosystem, and this will be beneficial for all stakeholders, let it be candidates or let it be establishments. And when the things looks easy, people are more tend to join
Yes.
in that
Yeah,
case.
and yes, easy and simplified as a process
Simplified.
also, because the earlier NAPS or the present NAPS is that's what the present NAPS is trying to do, in terms of
Correct, correct.
simplifying all the rules and regulations. And also another interesting area to know would be your participation in the World Skills competitions. We saw the performance of this sector doing well this time. So how has it helped, in creating a lot of positive vibes and increasing the aspirational value of skill-based work in India?
See, just like we have Olympics in sports, so we have World Skills,
Yeah.
which is Olympics of skills, and 45th World Skill Competition, which was organized in Kazan, Russia in August 2019, where India got 13th position. And
Mm.
in this 46th World Skill Competition, which which was there in 2022, which was a special edition and it was organized in 15 countries.
Yeah.
I'm happy to tell that India has got the 11th position. And good to share that electronics, we got one bronze medal in mechatronics and a medallion of excellence in mobile robotics also. And definitely these competitions gives a very good platform to our students to showcase their talent and bring laurels to the country.
Mm.
Right now we are managing 8 skills for world skills. So we have electronics, industrial control, mobile robotics, industry 4.0, electrical installation, refrigeration and air conditioning, and mechatronics and ITNS also. So these are the 8, various skills what we are managing, and we look forward definitely the next competition which will happen in France after 2 years. So we look forward in 2024 to get more laurels for the country.
Yeah, all the best for that. And it really
Thank you so
sounds
much.
very interesting and inspiring for other young people also when we hear about this. And one industry, or I would say one subsector for you would be the drone industry, as I understand. And also, I had watched a short video of yours, which was quite explanatory. So maybe you can tell us a bit about electronics and the drone industry interface. I'm also asking because we from NSN have launched a special initiative for drones, because that's one
Mhm.
industry which needs a lot of skilling training for RPTO and many other areas like in agriculture, agricultural drones and all. So it would be nice to hear from you about this interface, because drones as an industry interfaces with many others, electronics being one of the important ones.
See, I think the movement was already there, but when last year our finance minister Nirmala Sitharaman, when she announced the drone Shakti, I think
Yeah.
the momentum picked up after that, and we started with, I mean, collaborating it with Make in India concept also. So if we see drone, which is part of the unmanned aerial vehicles, and it has established themselves as a cost-effective and an efficient option for various commercial applications such as surveying, navigation, aerial photography, which is how it is started. And even the land reform scheme like Swamitva, even in mines, the way it is being used in agriculture. And now when we see Russia, Ukraine, where drone is playing a very, very important role
Yeah.
in defense also. So I'm sure the focus for drone is going to increase multifold in the coming years. And as a result, there is a growing demand for trained professionals who can operate, who can maintain these drones, and various new job opportunities will be coming up in this drone sector. If I talk about career in drones, so we have two job roles. One is drone manufacturing and assembly technician, and another is drone service technician. So if somebody is taking care of, let's say, drone service technician, so it can be a very, I must say that it can be an exciting and rewarding opportunity for individuals who are interested to work in these cutting edge technologies, and they'll be able to help the business and organization to solve these their problems by using drones. And as a drone service technician, a candidate is responsible for maintaining, repairing, and troubleshooting drones, as well as assisting customers with use of various drone applications. Also, we have signed a MOU recently with Campbell also, and we are working on other qualifications where it is more of regarding the software which are required, how you have to fix the cameras or how you have to do the settings once it is being used in mines. and how to process and analyze the data also. So we are in a process, and I think within 4 to 5 months, these new higher level job roles which will be launching in drones. Additionally, I must say that the Indian government, which is taking steps to regulate and promote the use of drones. I remember in May when there was a first drone festival and happened in Delhi, and our Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, he has said that in the coming years, I want just like people have their laptops and mobiles or cameras at their home, people should possess a drone also, that ways. And a lot of regulations which are being eased out for applying for a drone flying school or for getting an affiliation by Ministry of Aviation is really, I say, commendable. So I can say that overall the growing drone industry in India presents a range of exciting career opportunities for individuals, and with the right skills and experience, I think people, I mean the students will have a new domain or a vertical to get the jobs and placements in this sector.
Yeah, that's very interesting to know. And as I understand, a drone is also like it is a multi-sector thing. It's also a part of the aviation sector skill council, and it is also a part of electronics sector skill council.
So how we have divided in skills
Yeah.
ecosystem is that the manufacturing, assembling, and servicing is being given to electronics.
Okay.
The pilot and the flying is with the
Aviation.
aviation sector skill councils, and software programming is with the ITITs. So,
ITITs, yeah.
yes.
So all three sectors come together to make drones work.
Correct.
I mean, to make drones fly, I should say. Yeah.
Definitely.
So,
Yes.
so besides all that you told us, Dr. Abhilasha, is there a message from you for youth, for young people? Because youth also happen to be our audience. Most of the time we see that on our YouTube channel, especially. So, maybe you can give them some advice about the industry, about the prospects in this industry.
Definitely, not only to the youth, but I would like to give a message to industry and other stakeholders also. What we are doing is we are launching our qualification as per the customized industry requirement. Just to give an example, what we have done is under the LG, we are working with LG also for their CSR project. So we have set up LG Hope Technical Skill Academy in Delhi, where around 1,800 candidates will be trained in 3 years, 600 candidates per year. So we signed the MOU in July last week, and by end of December, already 4 batches have already started, and first batch will complete their training on 6th of February also. So it's a upskilling for this kind of a program. And what we have done is, as per their requirement, we have made a separate qualification for them, that is multi-skill technician for consumer durables. So if any industry, now how we are pitching now to industries are that in case you require a specific amount of workforce, then do let us know that what kind of qualification a person should have once they join. So instead of spending time on their induction and training them once they join, why don't you allow us to do that? And we are putting it in the complete framework so that it becomes easy for the students, they get certified also. And definitely, like our minister also said, that all the skill programs should be the passport to prosperity. So that is our main aim also, that once a student completes the training, he should go directly to to a job only, rather than looking around here and there. And when you say the message for the students, so only I can say that we have Skill India. Until and unless we make it Will India, that yes, I mean we should train student as per the industry demand, and it should come from students also. Yes, I will like to work. I think that is very, very important, because government is putting a lot of focus on skilling, on making India as a Atmanirbhar. And when we have a vision that we want to make India as a skill capital for the world, so definitely, I think let's make Skill India as Will India, and make it sunshine coming years, as we have the demographic dividend also with us. So that's my message to the students, that explore, get yourself educated, and get employed. That's all from my end.
That's very inspiring and so powerful. I think the word will is a very powerful word. So where there is a will, there is a skill, can I say?
Correct. Yes, yes, definitely.
Well, thank you so much for giving us your time today from the busy schedule. And I'm glad that you could make it finally. But as I was talking to you, I realized that one conversation with you is not enough to understand this industry. So I'll invite you once again. Thank you.
Definitely, I'll be really happy to come again, Madhuri. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Bye. Bye.